What's going on, guys? We'll give you guys just a couple of seconds here to jump on. I gotta hit a record button over on the screen over here. But this is a video I've wanted to do here for a little bit. So just give you a couple of seconds to jump on. I'm actually enjoying a Saturday afternoon beer here. Just having one here before I go out for dinner. But okay, so we got a couple people jumping on. Let me just hit record here on my other screen because unfortunately Facebook only records at 720p with a horrible bit rate, horrible audio quality. So I'm going to hit record over here on my end, and then we'll get started with our topic of the day, which has a little bit of a story attached to it. So, give me a few seconds and we'll dive right in. Alright, so welcome back, guys. So today's topic, I wanted to talk about a few things that drive me nuts about MLM. And I have a couple of notes about that. They're just point form notes that I kind of wrote down some of the topics I want to go on, and I've been writing these notes down actually for several days, maybe actually up to about 2 weeks, of things that drive me nuts in MLM. So I decided today I would probably do the video, and I will give my best attempt at recording it live, unedited, as I generally always do. So some things that drive me nuts about MLM, and we're going to tell a little story towards the end of this. But I'm going to start out. The number one thing, well, I don't know if any of these are in no particular order, so I can't call this the number one thing. So, something that drives me nuts in MLM, okay? People who lead with a compensation plan or income proof, okay? So you have all these people all across your Facebook, and they're like, oh, you can make so much money. Oh, this is how much money I've made. Oh, money. Oh, look at this screenshot. Oh, look at what my affiliates. Oh, screenshot. Right? And 90% of the time they're fake, right? And even if they're not fake, I still hate when people lead with a compensation program or a compensation plan. Right? Like, guys, when you're going to promote something, you want to make a sale, you want to sell a product, You can't lead with the bullshit. You need to lead with the product. You need to explain to somebody why your product is good. Why does somebody need your product? What value can this product bring to somebody's life? And instead, you guys all lead with, hey, look how much money you can make. Look how much money I made. Look how special I am. I made all this money. And for that, I think you're an absolute idiot. That's my opinion. Next point. And this one here, because there's somebody, and he might even, I don't think he's on this video yet, but he'll probably see this video. Somebody who I respect as a recruiter, somebody who I respect as a marketer, but it's still something that drives me absolute bonkers, and I'll explain why in a second. People who never even tried the product they're promoting, okay? And I had this with somebody, I've had this actually many times in the past, okay? Where I'm like, okay, so somebody's promoting this software program, and I'm like, yeah, well, maybe I can use this, right? Yada, yada, you get through it. They've made a personal recommendation to me, okay? This is not just an affiliate marketer that's, buying Google ads or buying Facebook ads to sell some whatever affiliate product, right? This is somebody who hit my inbox, and they made a personal recommendation to me for why I should use this product, right? So you get into a conversation, or like, okay, sure, bud, I'll check it out. And then you get on for a little bit, and I'm like, you go back to Buddy, and you're like, hey, bud, so how do you install this program? How do I install this? How do I use it? And then they answer you back, like, I don't know, man, I've never even installed it before. What? So you made a personal recommendation to me to use something that you're personally recommending to me, and you've never even tried it yourself. For that, you're a scumbag. Okay? Plain as day, you're a scumbag. Now, if you want to go and do affiliate marketing, you want to buy ads and just use the marketing points, okay, to sell something, that's A-okay. But don't make a personal recommendation to me and send me a bunch of screenshots for all the money you made with this program and then tell me it was all fake. Okay? So that's something else that drives me nuts about the MLM world. Okay? Let's get on to the next one. Guys, I got about 6 more points, alright? Next one. People who spam your inbox. And this one's very obvious. Everybody knows this one. You don't spam. Okay, if you are spamming people's inboxes, I guarantee you, plain as day, you are not making any significant money. You've probably gotten a few sales, okay, because if you play a numbers game, eventually you're going to get a few sales. However, you are not being effective with your marketing if you are spamming people's inboxes, right, and you are not converting any optimal amount of sales by spamming, okay? Network marketing is about building relationships with people who know you, like you, and trust you. When you spam somebody a link and a bunch of screenshots in their inbox, hey, look at how much money I made. Hey, just click here and you'll make money too. You know, you're not building relationships. You're looking like a dickhead. Okay? And it's not doing you any good. So that's something else that drives me nuts. This one actually ties to the point I said before, but people who cannot address questions or concerns about their product. Right? Guys, if you're selling something, like you can ask me anything about what I do. If you want to ask me about cryptocurrency, I can give you 90% of answers, okay? I'm not saying about every obscure cryptocurrency out there, but I can tell you how blockchains work. I can tell you a lot about the technical functionality of cryptocurrencies. I can tell you a lot about the technicals of markets. Okay, I can tell you a lot of things. I can answer most questions, all right? You ask me about anything that I sell or promote, and I will give you an answer or find it for you. What drives me nuts is people who cannot even address the question that you ask about their product. You ask them a question, they blow it off, and they go, but look how much money you can make. Look what I did. You know, but they can't actually answer your question. If you're selling something, you should be able to answer questions about it. You should know your product. You can't sell a product if you don't know anything about your product, which ties back to people who never even tried the product they're selling. But that's another major thing I absolutely hate is people who cannot address questions about their product. Okay, next one. Gross income claims. Okay, or fake income claims. Okay, now you have all of these people, all right, who are using plain as day fake screenshots. All right, fine. They're in another category of people who absolutely have no idea what they're doing, and they're just trying to do the fake it till you make it method, and it's not correct. Okay, however, I'm going to give them the I'll give them the benefit of the doubt just for their ignorance. Okay, and that's not a bad thing. These people just have a lot more to learn. But what I'm talking about, what drives me nuts, is gross income claims. So you have all the big top dog marketers, right? And I've never been a top dog, but I've been a pretty mid-level dog here and there, right? But you got all these top dog marketers that lead with, hey, look what I did. Look at all the money I made. All you got to do is click here. You'll make money too, right? And they lead with these screenshots of gross income claims and lead you to believe that you're going to do this too. Is it possible? Sure. Are you going to do it? Not likely. Okay, but they lead with those gross income claims that are like, hey, I made $100,000 in the last 65 days, right? And it's possible, but it's still a gross income claim, okay? Because these people have systems in place, okay? They have all kinds of stuff. They've already been in and out of 20 other MLM programs. They've been in and out 20 other Ponzi programs. 19 of them were scams. They got one they're holding on to in the back end, and they don't care about you. They just move on to the next one. So they don't care how many people lost money. They move on to the next one, and then they go with, again, the gross income claim. Hey, look what I did. Hey, look how much money I made. Hey, just click here. You make money too. And they just go to the next one and do it all again with their same gross income claims. Okay? Next one. All right, here's here's a big one. All right? Companies with no product or service. Okay? So this one leads to the investment Ponzi's, okay? So you have these investment Ponzi's, you put your money in, they promise you like so many percentage per day, and hopefully you get to take your money out later. Right, guys, if you are not holding some kind of asset in exchange for your money, you have a 99.9% chance it's a scam. Okay? So if you're going to join an MLM, what you should be doing is I'm sorry, not just something you can hold, but also a service you can use. All right? So if you're going to join an MLM company, you should either be joining a company where you order a physical product, okay, which could still be a scam, don't get me wrong, but I'm saying you have less chance, okay, to join an MLM company where you order a physical product, because you order a product, you have a product shipped to your door, you're holding something in your hand, so if the company goes broke tomorrow and they shut down, you really didn't, quote unquote, lose anything, you still have the product you paid for, okay? There's another point on that too, but hang on. Or in the case of a service, okay? So let's say, I mean, like SendGrid's SMTP service. Going into geek territory here a little bit. It's an email service that I use for my websites that I can link my entire server cluster to, and that's what controls all my email thing. And yes, they have an affiliate program, right? So, guys, if I recommend you guys to go sign up for SendGrid and you use this service, and you pay your $20 a month, and then they go under, you actually got to use this service until they went broke. Okay, so you have an asset that you got to use, even if the company disappears later in the future, right? Whereas all of these investment Ponzi's out there, they have no product and no service that you can actually physically touch or use in any form of application in your daily life or business life or anything like that. It's just to put your money in and hope you get it back out, which is not a good investment, okay? All right, second last point, and then we get into the last point when it comes to the story. All right, so second last point is huge product markups. Okay, and yes, I'm involved with companies that have large markups on their products. All right, there's often you end up in an MLM where products are, dirt cheap Chinese goods, that are marked up 2 or 3x when they come from a distributor to get to America, and then they're marked up 10 or 20 or 30 times to go out to an MLM, because quite frankly, guys, it's an MLM. If there's like 10 levels of Ponzi in that MLM, you need to pay all 10 levels with that sale of that one product. So you need a larger markup. So when you're looking for an MLM company, and the reason why I partner with certain ones over other ones who are competing with each other, I usually look for the best value that has the least markup for the product that I'm actually providing the customer, because I am looking out for the customer. Okay, I don't care. I don't need to get rich off some freaking MLM program. I'm really not an MLMer anyway. I might promote a few things here and there, but fact of the matter is 98% of my income comes from other sources. All right, and sorry, I started reading the comments there, and I'm going to kick somebody off my stream here in a second. But what was I saying? Huge markups. I got cluster bombed here for a second. But I just don't like the fact that some of these MLMs have extremely large markups on their products that are not just the same as retail markups. I mean, obviously, if you go shop at Walmart, there's markup on that product. Any product you sell is going to have markup. I get that. But can you mark up your product 2 or 3 times and make money? Or do you have to mark up your product 20 or 30 or 40 times to be able to pay a Ponzi scheme? Okay? Figure that one out before you decide what kind of product that you actually want to get involved with. Are you looking to get rich for yourself, or are you looking to bring value to people? Okay? That's a very large difference between what I would consider, a solid business that has an MLM compensation program versus a program that's all about getting rich on products that really mean nothing. It's probably a placebo anyway, right? So that one is another big one. Okay, so the last point, guys, here's the last one, which I'll tell a little story about eliminating the names, because I'm going to cross-promote this video. But if you go look at my Facebook wall, all of these people have already identified themselves. But anyway, I'll address your questions in a second. So the last point that I want to get at is brainwashing. Okay? So all of these MLMs, they all put out their marketing materials that lead you to believe certain facts are true. Okay? And let's face it, 99.9% of people don't research anything. They just blindly follow whatever it is that they're told. So if you put out good enough marketing, and marketing is good. If marketing was not good, nobody would do it, right? It makes money, okay? So all of these MLM companies, they put out marketing that leads you to believe certain points are true, okay, without lying to you. But they lead you to believe certain points are true, whether they're true or not. And it's pure brainwashing. So the story I wanted to tell about that specifically was about a company called Carrot Bars International and a few people that constantly post stuff that happens to go across my wall and constantly post on my stuff. And so like today, I posted 7 court cases against Carrot Bars International from the Quebec court here in Canada, right? And I get these absurd arguments that are from the Carrot Bars International marketing where they claim we are not an MLM company, okay? So the definitive question to that is sorry, again, I'm reading the comments and I'm getting sidetracked when I said I'll get to your comments later. But I do that because I'm looking at the screen right now and I see the comments. But so with the brainwashing, so you have this company that puts out these marketing tidbits to lead you to believe certain things, and one of them are that Carrot Bars International is not an MLM. So the definitive question to that is, can I or can I not buy products from Carrot Bars International without first being referred by an already existing member involved in the MLM compensation program? The answer to that question is no. And these people who constantly post on my wall and all that about Carrot Bars International and try to defend the company have confirmed this. There is no possible way that I can do business with Carrot Bars International without first being referred to Carrot Bars International from a member who is already involved in the MLM program. Therefore, you have to conclude that it's just an MLM company and it's not an e-commerce company like they claim. They claim it's an e-commerce company like Amazon or eBay, right? But if you go on Amazon.com, what's the first thing you see? You see products, okay, with clearly labeled prices, right? You see the country of origin, right? You see the shipping cost and things like that, right? However, or you go on eBay, what do you see on eBay? You go on ebay.com or ebay.ca or whichever eBay country site you use, right? What do you see? You see products for sale. You see a price clearly established. You see a shipping cost. You see a country of origin. You see the member that's selling it, right? You have all the information you need in order to decide whether you want to buy this product or not. Now you go on Carrot Bars International, who claims to be an e-commerce website, right? And there's no products for sale unless you're first referred to the company by a member who is already involved in the MLM program, and then you have to go into the back office and then you get to discover what products they actually have for sale. If there are any. I don't know. I'm not a member. But I can't see any products for sale on the website unless I first sign up to the company as referred by somebody involved in the MLM program. Right? So that's my last point, is brainwashing. And as the final point for why MLM drives me absolutely bonkers. Alright? Now, in defense of MLM, I don't think MLM is a scam, okay? There's a big difference between companies who are, have a legitimate service, legitimate product with a reasonable markup, who are using an MLM program or an affiliate program to get their business out there. But there's a big difference when your MLM is using absurd markups, absurd income claims, absurd brainwashing, and just absurd marketing tactics overall, right? And that's something you should stay away from. And I know a lot of you guys have gotten rich in programs that may or may not be legitimate. A lot of you guys, like I can see actually some people who are tagged in here already, who have made money in programs that turned out to be absolute scams. And I'm one of them. Not rich, sorry, I didn't get rich. I've made a hell of a lot more money elsewhere other than MLM. However, I've been involved in companies before that turned out to be scams. And I was brainwashed. I didn't listen to the right people. I listened to the completely wrong people. I listened to all of the positive points of a company while I ignored all of the evidence right under my nose that suggested the company I was promoting was a scam. Okay? And for that, without my knowledge at the time, I've actually wronged other people by referring them to it as well. And it makes me sick to my stomach. So the whole reason why you guys see me now where I'm actually doing reviews of my own opinion, of the evidence that I'm able to source, and really trying to raise awareness about this, is because I need to repair some of the wrongdoings that I've done in the past of promoting companies like USI Tech that turned out to be a scam, right? And when a bunch of my friends told me it was a scam, it was just a Ponzi, and I think I've seen a couple of them in the comments already who told me it's just a Ponzi and they're going to scam out. And I'm like, no, these guys have got a legal opinion from some lawyer. Look, they just had this court case, and they won their court case, and this and that. Oh, they just got accepted over here. Oh, they just got this new license. I was seeing all of the positive points, but I wasn't actually seeing the bigger picture, right? And for that, I got screwed. For that, millions of other people, or sorry, not millions, but for that, hundreds of thousands of other people got screwed. And for that, some people that I recommended this service or product to, that had no service or product, mind you, okay? For that, I recommended this to somebody, and they got screwed. And that's the part that drives me nuts, because I make money anyway. And me losing my $10,000 in USI Tech didn't hurt me as much as the people that I referred to it, and they lost their $100 or $200 or $1,000. That hurt them, because they had to work for that money very, very hard. And my money at that time was coming a little bit easier because I was getting it from investments that I had already placed in other areas, and not from having to go to work every day, right? So my loss wasn't from blood, sweat, or tears. Their loss was. And that's what makes me absolutely sick about MLM, guys. So I hope you love this video. I hope you got some value out of it, okay? And for all you haters out there, bring it on. I love it. Go find me on YouTube. Just search Jesse Crypto on YouTube. I still go by Jesse Crypto on YouTube. On Facebook, it's Jesse Hache. It's my real name. Go ahead and find me all over the place. Call me whatever you want. I've been called a lot worse things by my ex-girlfriends than you could ever call me in your life, and 98% of it is true. All right? Till then, we'll see you on the flip side. And remember to trade safe out there, guys. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to end the recording here while I answer some of your questions on Facebook. I just wanted to kill the recording here over on the other screen. I'm going to scroll up, and I'm going to hit some of the questions in here. So I'm going to scroll all the way to the top, or what I see is the top. I don't know if it's cut off. Give me just a second here. Let me just get comfortable. And now that I'm not recording, I'm recording on Facebook. Now that I'm not recording on my Facebook, I think I'm going to finish enjoying my beer if you guys don't mind. So we have a bunch of people signed on. We have Scott, Robbie, Jeremy, Guybert. I'll go with Guybert if I'm wrong. Inbox me, send me your pronunciation. I'll get it right next time. Brandon, Jeremy, thanks for joining. Jeremy says, hello, what's up, bud? Nay Nova, unrelated content. Please stay on topic. Betty, Tanya, thanks for joining. Jeremy, this is so true. I have even been guilty of leading with the comp plan. Exactly. Look, Jeremy, I have been guilty as well. Okay? I have been guilty of so many things, so many bad practices, right? Like I'm 30, I'm about to turn 31. I have been trying to make it in MLM and network marketing since I was 18 years old and got my first credit card so I could buy into my first program, okay? And I got it wrong for well over 10 years. Okay? Now, I didn't make money for over 10 years as well. And then I started to make a bit of money in it at the same time as I started putting money into other investments. And it turns out that the MLM side did not pay my bills, as well as building my own business with my own products and investing my own money into solid areas of my own decision, aside from the marketing. Okay, so I am absolutely guilty as well. Don't feel bad about that. I mean, I feel bad about it. And that's why I do these videos. I'm trying to do better for myself. And I'm trying to do better for the people that trust me now. And I'm trying to do better for the people that have trusted me in the past, even if they don't trust me anymore. I'm trying to rectify problems I have caused. Okay? Bill, thanks for joining. We have Jeremy again. Oh, spam is a big no-no. Just like junk mail and flyers you get through your door. Yeah. every week I get a letter in my mail from the Jehovah's with their watchtower thing or whatever it's called. These people won't come to my door anymore because they'd come to my door. If they came with children to the door, which they did all the time, and I hated it because if they show up with children, I didn't cuss or swear. I never showed up at the door naked, okay? And I was always very polite because you don't want to bring children into that kind of stuff. I don't know why they want to bring children into this kind of stuff, but they're absolutely brainwashed, right? And I still get the marketing material, but they refuse to knock on my door now. And let's just say that, yes, I showed up to the door naked, literally with my junk hanging out. And there was a time when I had to physically remove some of these people from my property because I slammed the door in their face and they just keep knocking. Spam is not a good thing, guys. You are brainwashed if you think that spam is good. Okay? Moving on. Capo, Jono, Robert, thanks for joining. Rodney Walker. So gross incomes are not something someone else can accomplish because you're not doing it. I've made over $1 million and many people I know made 6 figures. Rodney, did you not watch my video? I say, yes, it's possible to do. I said it's not likely. All right? So you're disagreeing with a point that I never made. Quinn, thanks for joining. Rodney, so a high markup means a Ponzi scheme. So the Apple iPhone is a Ponzi scheme. Rodney, you missed a complete point of the video. I said when you have a high markup, you're not doing your customer any good favors. Everybody has high markup. And as far as the Apple iPhone, I think Apple's a big scam company. Don't get me wrong. I think they're absolute garbage. Okay, but that's aside from whether or not it's a Ponzi scheme. I'm not saying that having high markup means it's a Ponzi scheme. I'm saying having a high markup is not doing your customer any good favors. Okay, so again, watch the video and stick to the points of the video. Rodney Walker again. You have evidence that 99% don't research? Question mark. Who gave you these facts? No, the 99% number was an arbitrary number of my own opinion. So no, there's no evidence on that other than my own opinion and my own observation with these eyes and these ears. Okay? And that's where that came from. Jeremy Allison. Yes, I see too many people keen to get rich for themselves, but as a brick and mortar business owner, I came into this knowing, capital letters on knowing, I need to create relationships with my customers and provide a service as well as adding value to what they do. And that, my friend, is the absolute correct philosophy to being in business. If you're not providing value to your customers, you're not providing a solid product or a solid service at a value that makes sense, you're not doing your customers any good service. If you are making money by providing disservice to your customers, or you're making money by providing products with gross markup, which is a disservice to your customers, or you're providing service to your customers through shady marketing means, you are not practicing good business. What you're doing is preying on human greed in order to make money. Okay, and that's basically what 99% of MLM does. Rodney Walker, don't get uncomfortable because you're talking a bunch of BS. Well, I'm not uncomfortable at all, Rodney. If you'd like to come on live, Rodney Walker. Okay, obviously you have the opposite opinion of what I do. If you would love to go live with me, we'll do a live over YouTube or a live over Facebook or a live Zoom, whatever you want. But it's got to be live. No pre-recorded nonsense. It has to be live. I would love to have you on my show, and we can talk about that, okay? But nothing I've said is bullshit. A lot of it is my own opinion. A lot of it is based on evidence, okay? But none of it was bullshit. It's all based on what I see in the world in front of me, man. Just open your eyes. It's right in front of you. It's really easy to see. Jeff Burton, Luke, Roy, thanks for joining. Bill, thanks for the good words. Jesse knows what he's talking about. You know what, Bill? Sometimes I don't know. And at that time, I usually try to keep my mouth shut. There are times I've been caught saying stuff I really shouldn't say. But you know what? I'm not perfect. And I might joke around and say my shit smells like roses. But fact of the matter is sometimes I'm wrong also. So we all have our ups and our downs. Roy says, okay. Jeremy, Jeremy says, of course not. Oh, he's replying to another comment. Rodney Walker, again, you say all that negativity and then defend MLM is not a scam. Okay, Rodney, when you're doing a live video, do you not try to organize your points in such a way that it flows? I don't know if you do live videos or not, but when you do a live video, you usually want to organize your point in such a way that it flows, so all your content flows together, so that you can convey the point that you're trying to make, all right, while putting it all in as a whole, as an information for somebody to digest. I'm not here trying to shit on everybody. I'm here just trying to tell my point here, right? So, and I see that you're here trying to shit on me, but, you know, that's okay. If you want to come on live, let's go, bud. Let's go. Right? So anyway, moving on. Jeremy says, this is just his opinion, Rodney. Let's see your next live and criticize you, sir. Basically, yes, most of this is my own opinion. My wall, my video, my opinion. If you'd like to come on, Rodney, more than welcome. Rodney Walker, I have the right to give my opinion. I don't agree. It's that simple. Of course, Rodney, you're absolutely correct. MLM has saved thousands of people's lives and took them from broke to 5, 6, 7, or 8 figures. I don't know about saving lives, but the rest of what you said there is absolutely true. Many people have made 5, 6, 7, and 8 figures in MLM. That's absolutely true. Okay? Have they done it by providing good value to their customers, or have they done it by preying on human greed, which we all have human greed. So have they done it by preying on human greed, or have they done it by providing solid value to their customers? Most of them have done it by preying on human greed. That's a fact. Just look at MLM. Like it's a freaking basket case out there. Richard, Christopher, thanks for joining. Bill, great video. Jesse, thanks, bud. Jeremy, so why not teach replying to Rodney again, Jeremy. So why not teach your own workers the business to save them from stealing from you, bro? Jokes. Yeah, that's a good joke. Roy, keep up the good work. We have Jeremy. Dude, do you mind if I use your video link to give some of my teams to learn from it? Jeremy, you can use my video links for anything you want, okay? Just don't crop your own logo on my video and don't take my name out of it. You can use all of my content for anything you want as long as you don't commit gross negligence to it, okay? That's the only rules. No gross negligence, and you can use my videos, my content, my post, anything of mine for anything you want to do, because my only goal here, like I said, is to spread awareness, because I've wronged people in the past, and my mission has been to set things right and raise awareness and just bring some focus to the people who still trust me and just do better for the people that don't trust me anymore, right? A year ago, I was doing wrong, and now I'm trying to do much, much better for everybody and just deliver solid content and solid material, right? So by all means, you can use my videos and my content for anything you want, just no gross negligence. That means don't crop your logo on my video, and if my video says my name in it, right, don't edit that part out. Don't edit my videos. Like, it is what it is. Feel free to use it. And Keith, thanks for joining. We got any other last minute questions, guys? I'll give you guys a couple of seconds here to drop them in there, but I made it to the bottom of the comments. So if you guys got anything else, feel free to drop it now, and we'll give you like another 30 seconds or a minute, and then I will go ahead and cut this video off. I see I have a bunch of notifications on Facebook. Probably a bunch of scammers trying to argue points with me again, but whatever. Kind of goes with the position. So actually, like, another little point. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them there. But another little point is that, like, when I was promoting MLMs, and I would promote any Ponzi before, you know, because it was like associated cryptocurrency, you know, it was like, yeah, I'm gonna make a bunch of money, and everybody's gonna make a bunch of money, and then it turned out to be a scam, right? And I was brainwashed. I had some haters then. Not really haters, because all of the people who tried to advise me better knew that I was brainwashed and knew that I wasn't actually seeing the bigger picture. I was just following the marketing points and preying on human greed, and I was preyed upon for human greed. And they don't actually hate me. And now that I've taken the opposite position and I've gotten out of MLM, well, not entirely out of MLM, I still have 2 things that I kind of promote, but it's not a full-time gig. I don't care. If you want the product, take it. If you don't, I don't care, because I make money anyway on other things that are not remotely close to MLM and don't require me to take money from, well, Actually, it does require me to take money from other people, but trading is a game of taking money from a greater fool. Can talk about that in another video. But yeah, so the money that I make is not from MLM. Really, I got out of MLM entirely. But there are two things that I do promote. And the only reason I promote them is because I believe they do deliver value, and they deliver a product or a service that you can either hold in your hand or you can physically consume, or virtually consume, that will do good and provide value to your daily life, right? So, but since I've taken the opposite view and I've taken the opposite stance of basically, let's call it what it is, I've been shitting on almost every MLM out there. I've developed a lot of haters, like tons and tons and tons of haters. It's like, it's crazy. It's crazy how many haters I've developed, and it's crazy that how many followers that I've actually gained as well, and people who enjoy my content and appreciate my content. And basically for every hater I have, so like for the guy like Rodney who's been commenting on my wall here, steady, and obviously he must be a hater, right? For every one of the Rodneys out there that hate me, I get 20 people that love my content. Okay, so bring on the haters, guys. Haters make money in this space. When you are trying to deliver solid content, solid value to people, haters are what make you the most money, because you need haters in order to balance out the number of legitimate followers you have. At least that's what I see. I don't know. Completely an opinion with really no evidential backing, but it's completely an opinion of mine. Anyway, guys, I don't see any other questions coming up here, so I think we'll go ahead and kill this video right here. Well, somebody else joining, but you'll have to catch the replay. So thanks, guys, for tuning in. Much appreciated. I hope you love the content. I hope you got some value. Really, really appreciate it if you can like this video and share this video if you enjoyed it. If you didn't enjoy it, of course, go ahead and shit on it. Go ahead and put the worst comments. Feel free to hit the button up in the corner and report it as a spam. Whatever. I don't care. I got it recorded. I'll post it everywhere anyway. And until next time, guys, just stay safe out there. Be smart. Trade safe. And just don't do anything stupid. And don't scam other people. All right, guys. Cheers for now. And enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Ciao.